Let's talk about oxalate toxicity. So what are oxalates? They're natural compounds found in most plant foods: spinach, beet greens, Swiss chard, soy, rhubarb, buckwheat, almonds, cashews, peanuts, beets, sweet potatoes, yams, baked potatoes, black tea, and many berries, beans, and legumes. That's a lot. And, sorry to say, chocolate and carob. Millions of dollars have been spent to promote these healthy foods and superfoods to the public. I mean, who doesn't know that salads are good for you? But the long-term effects show us otherwise. Oxalates are more correctly termed anti-nutrients. Their purpose is to protect plants from insects and animals. In other words, they are a plant self-defense mechanism. In your body, they bind to minerals in your digestive tract and reduce the nutrient potential of those minerals, namely calcium, magnesium, and iron. The terms oxalates and oxalic acid are used interchangeably in many research articles, but for our purposes here, they mean the same thing, and we will simply call them oxalates. The health effects. Inundation of oxalate-heavy foods will overload the body's capacity to excrete the crystals and acid via the digestive process. So the body ends up storing the excess oxalates in tissues throughout the system where they can cause significant harm. Oxalates can stress any organ and tissue in the body. This means your kidneys, heart, liver, lungs, thyroid, bone marrow, tendons, bladder, vulva, gut wall, mucosal membrane cells, and more. Examples: cellular degeneration and malfunction, inflammation and tissue damage, gut problems and bloating, kidney stones, interstitial cystitis and cloudy urine, chronic pain, muscle aches and joint pain, compromised red and white blood cell function, sleep disorders, mood swings and anxiety, eye irritation and blurry vision, reduced mineral absorption and nutrient deficiency, fatigue, energy crashes and brain fog, and hormonal imbalance and autoimmune risk. So how do we clear these out? Well, excess oxalates will continue to accumulate in the body until you allow recovery. Over time, things are only getting worse, even if you don't notice it. Oxalate accumulation and toxicity can be corrected by changing the diet. First, identify the worst culprits that are currently part of your diet, and it's important to begin gradually and reduce the volume of these foods over time. Once the body recognizes that it can release the stored oxalates, it starts breaking down the deposits. They will first enter the bloodstream before they make their way to the body's detoxification outlets, primarily the kidneys. A high amount released all at once can cause you to feel worse for the duration, a condition known as oxalate dumping. This is not only uncomfortable, but it could make you sick. So stick with a plan for incremental reduction. Here are some thoughts on how to help the clearing out process. Stop making green smoothies and eat the ingredients instead. You will take in less of them and allow your digestive system to break down the greens. Reduce the amount of high oxalate foods and add in lower oxalate foods to fill up your plate. This will be a gentler process to allow your body to adapt. Eliminate the high oxalate foods completely after several weeks. Continue to adjust from medium to low oxalate foods. And of course, stay hydrated throughout to facilitate elimination via the kidneys. Now, you may be wondering what these oxalate foods are more specifically. There are links in the description for a couple of different oxalate food charts. They will help you to get on your way. If you can measure it, shoot for less than 50 milligrams of oxalates per day and see how that works out over the subsequent months. If you can't, don't worry about it. Just go with the low oxalate foods and you'll be good. Pay attention to your body and adjust as necessary. There's a book, Super Toxic Foods by Sally K. Norton. She has an in-depth examination of oxalate toxicity and how to correct it. A link to her site will also be in the description. Hi, I'm Ellen McCurdy, and I invite you to download my free digital report, The Big 3 Things That Are Harming You and You Don't Even Know It. The link will be in the description, or you can go to my website, triumphandgrace.com. Thank you. Talk to you later.